Hello Rangers, we are back. We have another build video today. Sorry for the recent hiatus. Obviously, there's plenty of build videos out there, plenty of build videos I've done, but I don't really want to be that channel that just randomly makes up builds all the time, like some channels. I'd rather just put together a really good build and then push that build out. So today, I have a special one for you, and that is the Gauss Shotgun. It's had a recent resurgence. A lot of people are using it. There's a lot of nice tailor-made builds out there for it now. You can one-shot a majority of the world enemies and two-shot grunt hunts. Maybe three-shot head hunts as well. It's not really viable for the raid because it's a shotgun, but you could potentially use it in a raid if you wanted to. I just don't think it would take you a long time. But yeah, it's a Gauss shotgun. So let's get straight into the build. I've called it the ultimate shotgun build because it technically is the ultimate shotgun build. Let's get straight in there on the specials for this build. The specials are strength 10, perception 9, 9 in endurance, 2 in charisma, 7 in intelligence, 10 in agility, and a 9 in luck. Feel free to take, a screenshot of that. Obviously my videos are time-stamped, unlike most other build videos out there. Not saying any names, but yeah, they are your specials there. Next, we have our Legendary Perk Cards. Like I always say with all my build videos, Legendary Perk Cards, this is an endgame build. I'm sorry if you don't have this sort of up to this point at some point. You will get here. It's really easy to get the Legendary Perk coins now. Just scrap your perk. If you have time to play the game and grind, just scrap your useless perk cards you're not using and you'll gain perk coins. Or reach the end of a season board and buy the perk coins from there. It's a lot easier these days than it used to be to get the legendary perk cards, but there we go. Legendary perk cards, especially specials, provide you an extra 5 points inside your specials. So we have legendary endurance. It caps it at 15. You get a +5 endurance. A legendary perception there. We have a legendary luck, a legendary agility, a legendary strength, and taking one for the team. You could potentially swap this out for anything if you are a solo player. If I was a solo player, you could just potentially swap this out for maybe Master Infiltrator, especially if you're walking around in the free world. You don't have to worry about bobby pins and stuff like that, even though bobby pins are in abundance these days. Or you could potentially, if you do, you sneak with this build, or it can be classed as a ranged weapon as well. So you get extra explosive damage there. It's completely up to you. But I like sticking with taking one for the team. So majority of the time I will be inside a team. And they are little legendary perk cards. Next we are moving into the perk cards themselves. My favourite part of the build video. There's a lot of variation in this one, but there's a lot of stuff you've seen before as well in other builds. So let's start from the top. Strength is now currently 15. We've got strong back, gain more carry weight based on your strength. As you know, I love my carry weight. I like to have a lot of space. So there we go. Gain more carry weight based on your strength. Travel in pharmacy, weight of all claims including stim packs are reduced by 90%. Shotgun champ. +10 damage to cripple targets per projectile your weapon fires. This shotgun fires multiple projectiles, so it's a perfect card for this build. So shotgun champ there. That extra cripple damage, and we're utilising some features, mod features, what will help with the crippling as well. We've got easy target +75% range damage to cripple targets, which is stacking damage on top of damage there. Really nice. You see we'll one-shot a lot of things. Love the spread. Weapons that fire 3 or more projectiles gain a 30% range. Obviously, shotguns have not a great range, but this really improves it, and you'll see that. We have Scattershot, 20% of damage dealt to a limb is applied to all limbs on your target, so you're spreading the cost of crippling across the board there. So the more you cripple, the more damage you do. And we've got Arms Keeper there. Your weapon weighs 50% less. Nice quality of life perk card there. Next we have Perception, maxed out at 14. We've got Number Cruncher. Your weapons have a 2% increased damage per AP cost. Real nice card there, stacking that damage, essential card. We've got Tormentor, especially against bosses or enemies in high health or enemies in level 100 to level 150. You do 20% more damage per crippled limb your target has, so that'll marry up well with Scatter Shot, which is just spreading damage across all limbs. So those two cards are really in love with each other and are spreading the cost of damage. We've got Tank Kill, your ranged weapons ignore 40% of armor. Really nice card there, just penetrating. We've got Fast Fighter, gain 50% of your bonus movement speed as reload speed. Really nice card there, especially on shotgun, slow guns. We've got Skeet Shooter, your small guns have a 45% better accuracy and spread, so it's classed as a small gun as well, so you'd be spreading that damage, and you're spreading the damage a lot, you'll see that. We've got Grenadier, your explosives detonate with twice the radiation as explosive effects to Gauss Shotgun. So I'm utilising the Grenadier. A lot of people wouldn't, but I am utilising the Grenadier because I like it making things explode. We've got Deal Sealer, deal plus 10 damage for each impairment your target has. So that if you're going up, especially across a boss and you cripple it, you're stacking the next lot of damage you are doing now is stacking. So really nice card. Next we have Endurance Life Giver, gain more HP per point in Endurance. Ironclad Armor provides 25% more protection, double if wearing a matching set. Perfect card there. Iron Stomach, increased damage and energy resistance based on endurance while not diseased. True Hikers, food and drink weights are reduced by 9%. Really nice there. First Quencher, increased max AP based on endurance while not diseased. That'll really help out with Number Cruncher there. We've got Vaccinated, increased disease resistance while based on endurance. Hardy to dodge those explosions, take 45% less damage from explosions. Starch Genes, essential card, you will never mutate from rads, and rads will never cure mutations. Next we have Charisma, inspirational, gain more XP while on a team based on charisma. Strange in numbers, positive mutation effects are 25% stronger if teammates are mutated too. You could technically switch all this out. Each tap makes your target take increased damage, so you could technically put Tenderizer on there, maybe move that point out with strength, and then take inspirational off and put Tenderizer on instead. It's completely up to you. Next we have Intelligence, Demolition Expert, explosives do 6% more damage. Perfect card there, nice. Especially the explosive effect. We've got Science, because technically it does energy damage as well, and it is a science weapon technically. So we've got increased energy damage based on intelligence, and we've got batteries included. Energy weapons weigh 9% less. Real nice card. Next we have Agility. We've got Gunslinger Expert, plus 5 range, weak spot damage to onslaught stats, plus 3 max stats. Gorilla, you do 20% range damage to close enemies. Gorilla Expert, plus 1 reload speed, plus per onslaught stat, plus 3 max stats. Gorilla Master, plus 5 range damage to close enemies per onslaught stat, plus 5 max stats. All then there. For the onslaught, we're doing extra damage because we have the extra onslaught stats there. So really essential, you want to make sure you get the extra stack in there of onslaught. Really nice, and you're just pushing the numbers out. You see the spray of damage numbers very soon in the testing. We've got Enforcer, your small guns gain a 15% chance to stagger, and it's plus 75 limb damage. Really important. So as you see there, all these limb damage crippling cards are now adding up, and you'll see why I have a lot of crippling cards on with the 4-star mod I have on my Gauss Shotgun. So you'll be seeing why I have these cards on. We've got Adrenal, gain a plus 10 damage per kill while on a kill streak, essential card for stacking extra damage there. And lastly, we've got Luck at 14, Grim Reaper Sprint. Any kills in fact restores action points based on your luck. You don't really need this card on this build. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think you really need it. You're not going to spend that much action points, but I like having a lot of action points just in case. We've got better criticals. Fat criticals now do plus 100 damage. Really nice for fats. We've got a nice quality of life perk card here. Scrounger, 5 more non-explosive ammo based on luck. Ricochet for gain a chance to deflect rain damage based on luck. Class Freak for the negative effects of your mutations are reduced by 75%. We've got Critical Savvy. Critical, it's now only consume 55% of your critical meter. Really nice card. And we've got Junk Shield. gain resistance based on luck and amount of junk held. Love this card. Extra damage and energy resistance really comes into place when playing this game, especially in the end game content. They are your perk cards for this build. I can't wait to show you what it does. It does a lot. I'm going to do, obviously, I do Burning Springs testing, Boys in Green in West Tech. Let's just go and show you now what mutations we have on this build. As you can see, we've got active on here for the max AP increase by 20%. That's based on the armor and mods I'm wearing. So the mutations we have, I'm going to shout out the positives more than I shout out the negatives. It's not really necessary. There's a lot of mutations I have on this build that aren't really necessary for you to have. Or you don't feel like you should have. But I am a mutants build as well. That is the meta now. So having mutants requires you to have a stacked amount of mutations. I think it's about 12 to 15 for that extra 5% damage reduction. So we've got Adrenal Reaction, plus 5% damage per kill while kill streak. We've got Bird Bones for the plus 4 agility and the minus fall speed and fall damage. Really nice there. Chameleons become invisible in combat if unarmed, armoured and stationary. Eagle Eyes plus 50% critical damage, really important card for extra damage, and the plus 4 perception, so stacking that nice damage up there, the higher the perception. We've got Egghead for the plus 6 intelligence, which will help for our energy weapon. We've got Electrical Charge, 40% chance to deal 25% damage to melee attackers. We've got EMP for the plus 6 damage taken and minus 25% that team damage taken. Grounded for the plus 100 energy resistance. Just a slight minus there on the energy done damage, but it's not, you won't really feel the effects of that. We've got Healing Factor, plus 3% health regen. We've got Herbivore for the 2 times benefits of Fedges. We've got Herd Mentality. We've got Marsupial for the plus 20% carry weight, plus 20 carry weight, and plus 320% jump height, minus 1 on the intelligence, but we won't feel that. Plague Walker, Poison Aura, Stealing with Diseases. Don't be diseased. Please don't be diseased. It's just a random mutation I have on there. We've got Scaly Stim for the plus 50 energy and damage resistance, really nice. We've got Speed Demon for that extra reload speed and move speed there, really nice. We've got Talons, not really necessary for the plus 25% unarmed damage, plus 25% bleed damage over 5 seconds. Remember, a lot of these mutations won't fit you. These fit me because I want my mutants effect to be active. Next we have Twisted Muscles on the plus 25% melee damage and the plus 50% limb damage, really important there for obviously for the crippling and the effects that we'll be doing when we do cripple. So just drinking my coffee there. Next they are basically your mutations. I apologize, they are your mutations. So feel free to change as much as you like. What mutations do you run? Please let me know. Next we'll move into the armor first instead of the weapons this time. We are using the Civil Engineer, really peak, great set of armor. You could use Secret Service, Civil Engineer, Brotherhood Recon. They are all the S tier armors in the game, but I like to use Civil Engineer because the Civil Engineer has a couple of nice bonuses that those pieces of armor don't have, and that is the fact that it has a special effect when you have a set bonus of 5, and that's a 10% chance to deal 150 fire damage to melee attackers, and weapons break 35% slower, so you're spending less and you're doing more. Really nice there. So I like that effect, and the weapons break less, and just weapons break notoriously quick in this day, especially some of the energy weapons are ridiculous. So let's talk about all the mods I carry on this build. The 3rd star mod is not actually necessary. You can change that to True Hikers and go and put some extra cards on it instead of the True Hikers and Traveling Pharmacy being on. But I have active because I like active, but I promise you it's not necessary to have active. Because active is extremely hard to come by. I am just lucky, that is it, just lucky. If I wasn't to have active on there, it would just be True Hikers. So firstly, the 1st star mod we have is Mutants. Up to 5% damage reduction as you require mutations, currently 5%, so that is maxed out now because they have enough mutations, so that is absolutely perfect there. I have powered for the plus 5% action point regen, really like having powered on there, so my action bar is never running out. That's my flavour, I like that. And my 3rd star mod is active, really hard to come by, but the replacement for that, especially if you are mid-tier endgame builder, and you are at the end game, I'll just throw True Hikers on instead of active if you can't find it. And active isn't actually necessary for this, it's just my preference on that 3rd star. But I would ask you to put something on like True Hikers instead. Finally, for my 4-star, I have Tankies. Tankies provided plus 200% damage resistance while standing still, up to 1000 on a full stack. Another preference of mine, you could technically, if you do have Rangers as your 4-star mod instead for the extra range and damage, extra damage with your guns there. It's completely up to you. All my set pieces here have all the same ones, except bar one. I have limit breaker on one, but I'll show you. So the modifications you see on the right hand side of the screen is butt rest for the extra damage resistance and deep pocketed for the extra carry weight. We'll go for the rest. As you can see, mutants, powered, active, tankers, butt rest, deep pocketed. Real nice. And just one with a limit breaker there, I'll show you. Each one armor piece reduces the cost of critical hits by 10%, up to minus 50% in the full stack, but I only have one at the moment. But like I said, it's completely up to you. I'll just stack it with tanky, but you don't need 5 sets of tanky really, because you don't really feel the effects of it in the end. But tanky is just already massive damage resistance for you, and it's really nice. That's why you get the purple aura when you're attacked, when you have the tanky effect on. But that is the armor there. Really nice armor. Like I said, it's got a really nice set bonus there of the weapons break 35% slower. Perfect for anyone really. Get Civil Engineer. Civil Engineer is perfect. Just get it. It's great. Now, let's move on to what we all want to look at, and that is the Gauss Shotgun. I'm running 2 different variations, but I want to test them both out in this video. So my first one is a Furious, Crippling, Fats Optimized, and Bullies. I'll be showing you where you can pick up this gun as well. It's really easy to pick up, but I'll show you as we go along. So my first Gauss Shotgun I use, this first star mod is Furious for the Onslaught stacks plus 9 max stacks there. We've got Crippling for the plus 50% limb damage, so when they're crippled, more damage. And then we've got Fats Optimized there for minus 35% action point cost, and then Bullies for the plus 25% damage per crippled limb your target has. Really nice for boss enemies, because we've got a couple of cards on there with spreading limb damage across. So the more limb damage a boss enemy has, more limb damage a higher end enemy has, the more damage you'll be dealing. It has a plus 25% armor penetration and bullets explode for plus 50% weapon damage. You'll be seeing the craziness of this gun in a moment. So you've got on the left hand side, you can see it's 34 damage times 8, and it's spread across. It's got an action point cost of 28, fats accuracy at 25, range at 219, and a fire rate at 67. It's a charging shotgun, by the way, just so you know. It has a hardened receiver, an extended barrel, just the standard stock, a perforating magazine, and reflex sight as well on my first one. This one's a really nice one, especially 4-star bullies there. I don't see bullies that used a lot, but with the shotguns, it's really good. So you see here, perfect, nice little gun, and you're seeing what the sort of damage it can do real soon. The second one I run, and one of my nice preferences, it's again, it is a Furious for the plus 9 max stats, plus 5 damage per onslaught stat, but it's the explosive 2nd star. So projectile explode for plus 20% damage, so I'm doing more explosive damage now. We've got a Fats Optimized down for that minus 35% action point cost, but this time I have a Fractures on, and it's like a test, this one. When crippling limbs, they explode and deal up to 50% damage to nearby targets, so it's like a mobbing gun, this one, so you can mob the room. It's got the plus 25% armor penetration again, and a plus bullets explode for 50% damage. It's got a hardened receiver, an extended barrel, a standard stock, a perforating magazine, and reflex sight again. Really nice gun, this one. So we'll go test them both out, and I'll show you which one I'm using and when. So let's get into a grunt hunt with these guns first. Let's go and test them out. I hope you're enjoying the video. I hope you enjoy my small little random video today, because this is a really nice build. First and foremost, I'll show you the first test on what gun I'm using, so you can decide which one works for you and which one you would like to use. But we've got to do grunt hunts because they have the better enemies. Just wait about 9 years for Fallout to load in, you know the drill. So the first one I am using we're going to test out is the Fury's Cripping, Fats Optimised and Bullies on the test. Let's go grab ourselves a Grunt Hunt. Wait for it to load on the screen, of course. There we go. Nice. Oh, is it a nice area? We'll find out. Oh my god, we can test this build out with Death Claws today. Oh, we have a resilient enemy. Let's try out the Deathclaw. The Deathclaw killed me. Really entertaining moment there. I didn't spam my Stimpak hard enough, but as you see, we did take off a ridiculous amount of damage there off the Deathclaw. And as you can see, the Grunt Hunt went down. Wow, amazing work. Look at 316 on the damage there. Technically one shot. Crazy, crazy damage there. Sorry for that random death. My loot is in the air. Nice. See those numbers there? Absolutely crazy, crazy numbers there. That's our first Grunt Hunt done. Let's try out the explosive variant of this gun now. Sorry about that, I can't believe it died there. Crazy. Crazy for a testing video. There's a lot of activity going on there, sadly. As you can see, you can easily take down the Deathclaws when he's not trying to slap you in the face. Next, we are going to go on to the explosive version of this gun. So like I said, you'll see the differences as we go. Oh, let's pull it out. And then we'll finish on a West Tech run. So we can really see the mobbing effect of this gun as well. Let's get straight into this Grunt Hunt. Like I said, we're testing out the explosive variation of this gun now. And let's look at the stacked damage we just did there. You see that? No frills, no spells. Insane damage. And you're basically just one-shotting and two-shotting Grunt Hunts. Like, where do you normally get that? Crazy, crazy, crazy numbers. And I imagine this is a blooded. What was this? Was a blooded build. Imagine the amount of damage we'd be doing there. Let's go to our boys in West Tech. I hope you're enjoying the video. We have a nice outing on the West Tech now, so I can really show you the clean damage rate we can do on this. Even though these boys are squishy, it's always great to use them. Crazy damage there. The only downside to this gun is a charging gun, so it will be a big turn off for some players, especially the charging effect. It was a turn off for me at the start, but you know something? The ammo conservation is really great with this gun, and as well, especially with just one-shotting. If we're clearing West Tech out, it is just a one-shot situation. We're at 480. Huge numbers there. Just turning everything into paste, basically. Insane numbers. Slip through this door. Absolute paste. Look at it. Just clear it. Paste. All turn into paste. Look at that. All gone. What a shame. I hope you enjoyed that. As you can see, you will turn anything into paste on this build. Crazy, crazy numbers there. It's a nice little gun for anyone to use, basically. Yeah, and you also, I hope you like it. So we're going to finish off. Where do we get this gun? As you see, it's a paster. It will turn everything into paste. But let's finish off, and I'll show you where we're going to get it. We're going to go and head to Foundation and go and meet Samuel. I'll explain to you how we're getting this done from there. We're going to go to the exterior first. I hope you like that test there. It was really nice to see there's a lot of pasting going on. Really exciting stuff. We'll go head straight in. Keep going due east. Keep going east. And Samuel is not here for some reason. Let me just reload back in. Samuel should be there. Another Fallout bug. Samuel is not here. How crazy. So basically, Samuel, as you all know, in Foundation, especially at endgame play, Samuel will be stood in front of this location, and he will sell you the mods for this weapon and the weapon itself. As you see right now, we can't actually see him for some reason. Really weird. It might be because it's not daytime. Really weird, but Samuel is not here, but Samuel would be here, and this is where you'd buy the weapon of choice itself. Strange. But there we go. So thank you. I really hope you enjoyed this build video. I hope you find reason to use the Gauss Shotgun in this build video. Thank you very much. Keep liking, keep subscribing. Oh, as you can see, look, Samuel should be here. Crazy. Oh, there he is. Welcome back, Samuel. Oh, how lucky was that? Samuel has returned. So as you can see, Samuel will sell the Gauss Shotgun modifications and the Gauss Shotgun itself. These are all the extensions for it. It's all for gold bullion, so if you have a big abundance of gold bullion, please go back in. And as you can see, 500, the Gauss Shotgun will cost you 500 gold bullion. We are so lucky that guy just came back then. Oh my god, that was so lucky. So yeah, that's who sells it. Great stuff. Please come back, Samuel. But yeah, there we go. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please find a reason to use the Gauss Shotgun this weekend if you're playing, or this week in general. Samuel is now stood with us. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep watching the build videos. Thank you so much. I'll see you at the next one.